In this video, we shall learn about Arduino and its programming. Arduino is a programmable development board that can be used to design and build devices that interact with the real world. Let's see the board design. These are the digital pins of the Arduino 0 till 13, D0, D1, D2 till D13. And these are the analog inputs A0 to A5, 6 analog inputs. And here we have supply pins 3.3 volt, 5 volt, ground and VIN in for analog input. Here we have a couple of LEDs. These are the LEDs for TX, RX, indicating transmitting and reception, and here are the respective TX and RX pins for serial communication with external modules. Here we have an inbuilt LED connected to the D13 pin by default. For the power supply, we can use USB power supply 5 volts or 9 volts. This 9 volt is again converted using a 7805 voltage regulator to 5 volts. For the Arduino works on a 5 volt DC and it's got an Atmega 328 microcontroller and a 32 KB flash memory. Now, let's see a few examples of code. We have the code button here. This is the simple code written for LED on and off for the inbuilt LED. This is an inbuilt LED here at the 13th pin of the Arduino. Before stimulating this code, we will see the code blocks. These are the output blocks. This output block sets the inbuilt LED to high. Likewise, there are many other output blocks, like rotate servo motor, play or turn off speaker, etc., which we shall use for our later projects. Now come to the input. We can see the input blocks for reading the digital and analog pins of the Arduino. You can choose the pins numbers here. These are the notation blocks. Notation blocks enable you to comment your code as shown. We have control blocks here. Control blocks include delay in seconds, repeat loop for number of times, if-then loop, and so on. Next come the math blocks and the variable blocks to create your own variable and name them. Let's get back to the code again. You can see the code in the text form, also in the blocks plus text form. Now, let's simulate and see the action. The inbuilt LED is on for 1 second and off for 1 second as our code demands. The code we just saw was a basic one. There are a number of such codes available in Tinkercad for Arduino. Let's see another code. Here, we connected an external LED to the 13th pin of the Arduino. We shall use the same code as seen earlier for the inbuilt LED. Let's simulate. You can now observe that now both the external and the inbuilt LEDs are blinking for 1 second on and 1 second off. Let's see another example. Here, we will use a push button to control the inbuilt LED. Let's examine the code. We shall add input blocks and if logic control blocks to the earlier code. We have also added the variable button state for the push button. Let's see the blocks plus text code. Button state is enabled to read the second pin value of the Arduino controller since the push button is connected to the second pin of the Arduino. Next, we enable the if condition. If this button state is high, which means the second pin is high, inbuilt LED is on. When the button state is low, then the LED should be off. This is the code that is written here. Now, let's simulate and see the function. When the button is not pressed, it means the logic is low at the second pin, so the LED is off. When we press the button, the logic becomes high and the LED glows. You can experience many programs available here in Tinkercad with different sensors, LCD and more. Let's revisit the code. You can download the code here and directly dump in your Arduino. You can export and share the circuit design and image here. Happy tinkering!